And we are live one more time. One more time for the regular season. One last time for the regular season. Welcome, everybody. The Vikings today against a team who was playing for the number one pick, who did get their number one pick today. The Vikings won 29-13 against the Bears. It's been a long time since the Vikings have won a game comfortably. And today we did just that. It was great to see. It's been since week one since we've done that. So good to have the heart, relax a little bit. And the lungs and all that, the whole body relax. After so many weeks of just adrenaline. So I think the Vikings, the Vikings are playing the Giants as I thought. Niners absolutely crushed the Cardinals, so now they're going to play the Giants. But let's talk about this game real quick. Kirk Cousins, 17 of 20, 225, a touchdown, and 0 interceptions. Had a decent day, had a pretty good and this was just the half. They decided to roll out the backups in the second half, so I appreciate that. I did not appreciate them not taking Cook out earlier, but we'll talk about Kevin O'Connell in just a minute because of that and other stuff. Alexander Madison led in rushing today, 10 carries, 54 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Alexander Madison, he scored 2 touchdowns. Dalvin Cook ran 11 for 37, and he had another freaking fumble. Yeah, Dalvin Cook having some fumble issues as of late. I don't know. He's still better overall. It's just like, I don't know. It's like the line is also not. I guess it's not the best. Had decent lanes today, but Madison was just better today. Even Ty Chandler had some carries himself. I like that he got some carries, 6 carries, 20 yards. Even Kene, 5 carries, 13 yards. Getting a look at some of the guys, if Dalvin Cook goes after this year. Receiving, one of the offensive player of the game for us, KJ Osborne. Wide receiver 2, I've seen enough. KJ Osborne is wide receiver 2. Adam Thielen has been relegated to wide receiver 3. KJ Osborne, 5 catches, 117 yards. Jalen Naylor, 4 catches, 62, and a lot of people got the ball today. Even CJ Ham. I like the incorporation of CJ Ham. A lot of the times just used, for helping blocking for lanes for Cook. But I like seeing him in the receiving game. He's got some hands. He really got some hands. Jefferson didn't even get close to the record, only 4 catches, 38 yards, but good just, to get him just a little ready for the Giants game next week. The defense today did have a couple interceptions, one by Patrick Peterson, which was just basically it was an arm punt by one Tim Boyle. So, yeah. And the other one was Duke Shelley. Duke Shelley, absolutely amazing. He was the player of the game, the overall player, and that's the defensive player of the game. Duke Shelley has been, honestly, I'm happy that he's starting. I am happy he got an interception. Duke Shelley is really rising up for us. One of the few bright spots in the secondary. But yeah, the defense overall still needs some work. We did allow a touchdown today to one, what is his name? Velus Jones. Yeah, where we thought we tackled him out, but he stayed in bounds, kept going. You don't stop. That's one thing I really hate about the defense today. Besides that, the defense did pretty well against the Bears. Who else? Patrick Jones got a sack. Great by him. Greg Joseph missing an extra point to start off the game. Just why, Greg? Hate you, Greg. But also love, love when you make like that 61-yard field goal. But yeah, Greg Joseph, those extra points are really going to hurt if you missed them in the playoffs. But he did 1-3 for a field goal. They even made a 50-yarder. So golf claps to Greg Joseph. Even Ryan Wright, only one punt today, which is weird to only see him punt one time. It was an okay punt. The Bears really didn't do much today. They were, as I said, basically just taking a look at what they have. Peterman, 11 for 19, 114 yards, a touchdown. Tim Boyle, absolute piece of garbage. 2 of 8, 33 yards, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. They know that, so we've proven that there's someone worse than Nathan Peterman, and that is one Tim Boyle. On the ground still was bad, even against backups. Herbert and Jones combined for 92 yards. Our rushing defense is terrible. Receiving, I saw a lot of Cole Kmet today. He got a touchdown. We lost 2 touchdowns. I forgot about that because they went for 2 on one of them. So yeah. And they managed to get an interception off of Nick Mullins. I forgot to talk about Nick Mullins. Nick Mullins, 11 of 13, 116 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception. For the most part, looked well. Besides the interception, I'm comfortable with him as if he needs to come in for a drive or 2. Even for I'm comfortable with him. He's serviceable. He's serviceable, and I'm okay with him. The interception, I think he was just trying to do a little too much there. But it was okay. Third down efficiency, we're 6 of 11. And then we held more time possession, had more penalties, which was also but Kevin O'Connell, that's where we need to talk about. And Ed Donatel, of course. Easy dub. Yep, hello. So Kevin O'Connell. Let's talk about the drive that happened at the end of the half. So we go down the field. We're at 1st and goal. We run the ball and we drain 25 seconds off, and we use. I'm gonna get the play-by-play. Just give me one moment because I need to. Okay. So 1st and goal, hand it off, timeout. We ran 25 seconds off, and there's 25 seconds left. Give it off to Cook again. Take our final timeout, 3rd and goal, and you have no timeout, and you no timeouts already. Just 3rd and goal and no timeout. And then you get get a pass off, and then you have to set up for the field goal when you have no timeouts and it's 4th and goal. What is that? What is that? Why are we doing that? At least throw it out of bounds. Kirk should have known that too, but that was also on Kirk's fault. But time management, should have left more time on the clock to kick the field goal. I don't understand. Where we were up 16-6. Bears weren't going to do anything. You weren't expecting them to go downfield and score anything. And that was just poor clock management. Yeah, we thought we got the field goal off in time, but TJ Hawkinson was still on the field, so it was too many men in the field. So we won over 1 score in weeks 1-18. I'm sure the games in the middle of the season were the same. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, right. But the Vikings, can't really say much else about this game. It was we were trying our best to get the number 2 seed, but also just also not. We didn't play we didn't play the stars for the entire time, and we sort of just want to also get a look at what our guys. So yeah, and the Bears, basically the same thing, but even tried harder to lose. So that's all I can really say in regards to that. In regards to next week, we do not know when the Vikings will be playing their game, but but whenever it is, I'm hoping I should most likely be able to stream it. So we will do that. The number one pick, Zach gets his number one pick. Yeah. Don't get me started on Greg Blake, but number one pick, the Texans go for 2, and they get it. And the Colts then were also trying to make their draft pick worse by trying to go downfield and kick a field goal. Weren't able to do that. So that makes the Bears have the number one pick. So, helping so again, we colluded. So we made like in the draft, we made trades with Detroit. We made a trade with Green Bay. And then today, to wrap up the season, we colluded with Chicago. So we've colluded with every NFC North team, basically. We've colluded with every NFC North team. So we are the colluders. Bears are going to trade down. They're going to trade down. That's just my feeling. So I just hope that the Vikings win next week, because that's all that matters. It's 1 week at a time. It doesn't matter. We won 13 games. Great. But guess what? If we lose next week, it means nothing. Can't go one and done, especially against Daniel Jones and the Giants. The Giants, with their backups, they only lost by only 6 points against the Eagles, like with their backups. So not to be taken lightly, the Giants, but still, we beat them before, we can beat them again. And then what happens after that? Who knows? But all we know is that, we got a game. We're still in it. We're still alive. If we have to, fluke our way, to victory throughout the playoffs, is what it is. If we have all these heart attack games leading up to the to get us in, to move us on, I don't care. And if I was the Bears, I would get some linemen. Absolutely. So yeah. And my prediction for tonight, I'm still sticking with the Lions to beat the Packers tonight. I think Dan Campbell's determined to really cause an upset. The Rams, unfortunately, could not help the Lions. So the Lions are eliminated, but I'm really hoping the Lions beat the Green Bay Packers tonight. So it'll either be Seahawks Niners or Packers Niners, which we'll see. After a trade down, yes. Bills winning the Super Bowl. Who knows? Will they or will they not? You have to check who I have predicting winning the Super Bowl after the game, because I'll record both of those scenarios and then release the one that actually happens. So gonna be very, very fun to see who's gonna win, who's gonna get the last spot, and who. Let me guess. Vikings win the Super Bowl? I don't know. You have to see what you have to see. We'll see. We'll see. What my you have to see what my predictions are. But I'm gonna try to really your team's eliminated. Yeah. I just gotta see who's gonna, how things line up and who I think's gonna win. And then that's how I'm gonna determine this. So yeah. Can't wait to see it. It'll be premiering about maybe 15 minutes after the game, Lions Packer game over. So yeah. That's all I really want to say. Nothing too much to take away from this game. All I know is that just shore some things up. We rested at least for a half. So, and just got a home game. Crowd is gonna be loud against Giants. So yeah. All right. Anyways, great win for the Vikings. Yes. Vikings win 29-13. I will see you. I mean, you will see the playoff predictions shortly after the game. So thank you all for watching. This has been Adam, also known as Minnesota Vikings Man 28. And as always, Skull. And I'll see y'all in later tonight.